Oh, okay. Hey guys. You're welcome to another session. I know it's been a while, right? To this session of training. And we'll just be doing some really basics. I'll just try to make it as concise as possible so that we can cover everything that should be covered. So whenever time you're watching this morning, afternoon, night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Right, trust you had a great day. Okay, let's get into it straight up. Okay, first I want to apologize. I actually fixed this slide, right? Okay. I know some of you have been trying to communicate with me, right? For some of you that were in the beginner programs that we had, you know that, right? It really didn't really end well for some of you. Some of you lost money. Some of you made a lot of money. A lot of money. I know many of you made a lot of money. Many of you also lost some, right? And I know there were hiccups here and there, so I apologize for that. But I believe through this session we'll be able to rectify a lot of that, and we'll make money together, right? Make a lot of money, right? So you're welcome one more time. So today we're talking about millionaire trading secrets. In essence, we just want to look at how can you be a millionaire through trading, right? And I'm not teaching you BS. I'm teaching you something that I've done. I think I was trying to take an accounting of my trading last year, and all marks in profit. I had 1 point something million in trading, right? And that's how much I made from trading. You understand? And even though I lost a lot of money, you understand, there were many things I didn't know that I know now that I'll be teaching you now, right? That will help you a lot in your trading journey, right? And so I want that even by the middle of this year, many of you would have already counted your first millionaire from trading alone, right? So let's go. Okay. Another important information. Make sure you stick to the end of this training, as I will be conveying a very important information. So please make sure you stick to the end. Stick to the end. If you cannot just watch these few minutes of trading, trading will be difficult for you. So please stick to the end, right? And you will be joyous that you made it. Now, let's start. Okay, you must understand that there are people that have made billions and millions from trading, whether it's forex, whether it's oil, whether it's binary, right? You can trade oil, right? Some of you don't know. You can trade oil. That's why I said for some of you that maybe you're a beginner, you haven't taken my beginner course, right? Just send me a DM on WhatsApp. Just say beginner, right? And you could take that course. If you take that course, it will explain some of these things. I explained it for some of you who were beginners, right? That the forex market, right, is a very big market. Now, it's just that forex is the most popular. There are a lot of markets you can trade. You can trade the indexes, the US indexes. You could trade the forex. Forex means foreign exchange. You could trade the oil market. You could trade the binary market. But I personally love the binary options market, right? I just love it because it's something I don't know, personal love though, right? I tried forex. It was a pain in the ass, but I think I understood binary better, and every beginner can understand binary better. For some of you that have taken my beginner course, you will know that it's something that is easy, right? And I'll be telling you some of the mistakes you made there and how you can rectify them and how you can make money. Because right, that's why we are learning it. So can actually make billions. You could go about around this guy, George Soros. George Soros made billions of dollars last year from trading. Trading, right? Ray Dalio, he has one of the largest hedge funds. What do? They trade. They trade the markets, right? Any of the markets, right? Those guys, some of them have even computers that trade for them. So that's why I'll be telling you some of the things you guys do when you have AI that is trading for some people and you are trading with yourself. So there are some crazy risks you shouldn't take, right? And I'll be explaining some of those things in the training. So some of the secret that makes them successful, I spent a lot of time studying these guys, right? I went on courses, paid for courses just to learn how these people get profitable. How do they make some of those billions? You understand? How is it that making? And so I got to know a lot of things, and I really I've applied it. I think in November, that was last year. For some of you that are very close, I think I was insane. I made more than $1,000 in 3 days, right? just from applying some of those secrets I got, right? And like that, December, I took a break in December stroke January, started in January, and it has been an awesome time, right? If you can stick with those like I always stick if it's only successful for you if you can stick with those principles. I know some of you that started trading, you never thought you were greedy, Shibi. As you started trading, you started seeing some of those things, and those are some of the things that contribute. So, okay, the first secret that I got to understand for some of these institutional hedge funds, and for some of you that don't know, banks trade. Your bank, UBA, First Bank, Zenith, they trade forex. So don't deceive yourself. Everybody is in this thing for the money. You understand? And so, what are some of the things that help them? One of my mentors, he's some of you might know him, Jimmy, right? I've done most of his courses, both his high end. Many of you have just done many of the little courses. I've done many of his high end courses. He was trading for two banks, and one of the things he taught also, right, that time was some of the institutional strategies that banks uses to trade. And see, they are very, very different from the way we think for we as retail traders. Now, the first thing is that trading begins with your state of mind. With your state of mind. See, I always say, for some of you that were in my beginner training, right? For some of you like beginners that have not been saying that, maybe you've never traded before, this is your first video, try and get my beginner training, right? And it will really help you. Send me a DM. I'll tell you on how to get it. Now, trading is 80% mindset and 20% technicalities. That is just the truth. You understand? For some of you that have traded before, you will know. You will think you are not greedy until when you start trading. So I have many of my guys, some of you know, you do 100% in one day. Do you understand? 100. Do you know what's 100%? You are doubling your money. And it's like, wow. But your greed setting. Your greed. And because of your greed, you will lose the money. So it's more about your mindset than 20% technicalities. Both of them are very important. You need your mindset right and you need your technicalities, right? Right. So, but many of you just focus on technicalities. You think it's just strategy. Yes, strategies are very important, but your mindset is more important because it's your mindset that we click on buy, that we click on the stop loss, that we click on. You understand? So your mind is very important. The psychology required to trade is the most important thing. So it will test your patience level, your greed level. Some of you that are the beginner trading, you would have known this by now. Can you be patient enough to watch the markets, right? Because I'll be telling you about a few things on how to really maneuver the market. The truth is that the market will test your patience. And see, can I also tell you that trading is not for everybody. There are some of you, if you know you cannot control yourself, go and find another thing to learn. Because it will test your patience. So many times you have to be patient. Even sometimes if you watch and you made a mistake and you made a wrong trade, if you are patient enough, it will correct. Many of you are not patient. Many of you are very greedy. So the markets are good that day. You make 100%. You want to go for more. I mean, it happened to me sometimes in November. I mean, I was on a $500 account. I doubled it. $1,000. I doubled it again. 1,500. I doubled it 2,000. You understand? But I was wise enough to withdraw $1,500 and then I continued with the greed level with $500. And guess what? I lost the account. Like I blew the money, right? But thank God I'd gotten almost 200% on my initial investment. And that is what institutions don't do. Institutions don't take those kind of crazy amount of risks, and I'll be telling you how to do that. Don't do that. It's not, on the long run, you won't really be profitable if you trade like that. If you trade those kind of, you understand, if you're too greedy, you won't last. You won't last. So always remember, it's a mind game. Now, you will not always win every time. You will lose sometimes. For some of you that don't like losing, you should really be like that. I hate losing, right? I do all my calculations. You understand? I hate losing, but always understand that you will lose sometimes. But most of the times when you win, if you are patient, so all you just want to do, you want to make sure that your wins are more than your loss. And even if you lose, your loss won't be big. That it will enter into your profit or it will enter into your capital, right? Now, the second secret, which most institutional traders know, right, that makes them very successful. I mean, if so, some of you that know, go to Instagram and check for this guy Q Man. makes millions of dollars from trading. These are some of the things they know. Information. Those guys know is some certain times in the market that is very good to trade, and I will tell you some of them, right? Usually when trading, there are only two things that can happen. There are only two outcomes that can happen. You either lose or you win. Now, it doesn't look like you need a lot of experience in the beginning. For some of you that even take my beginner training, yeah, this thing is simple. But see, trading is quite complicated, and if you don't know what you are doing, you will lose your money. Right? So information is very, very important, right? And there's a lot of information out there. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But if you don't know what you're doing, you will lose your money. Let me be really fast here. If the quality of your trading knowledge you have is limited, meaning it either doesn't work or you don't just have anything, or you're just trading out of share of one thing is certain, you will lose. I told you, you will blow the account. You will lose your money. Don't worry, beginners. If you're just watching this video, you understand what it means to blow account. That means it's to all your money to be exhausted, right? To your money is swallowed by the market. Don't mind me. Right? Information. So it looks simple. You can use just your laptop. And you know the funny thing, I normally, because I understand the circumstance we are in Nigeria. So most of the time when I teach people how to trade, I teach them how to trade more with their phone than necessarily with a laptop, because a phone is mobile. You can trade when you're in the car, you can trade when you're in the toilet, you can trade anywhere. Most of the time you carry your phone anywhere. So it's very, very easy to. So I teach guys or people how to trade most of the time with your phone effectively compared to a laptop. I know not everybody have a laptop, access to a laptop, so I do it in a way that you could trade effectively with your phone. However, so mentorship is very important. Like I said, only one way to get that quality information is mentorship. See, let me not lie to you. I still have mentors up till now. If you want to learn on your own, I have tried it, right? It is a really hard one, but you could try it, right? There are YouTube videos. You could go look for them, watch them most of the time. I even tell people, my students, don't just remain with what I tell you. Watch YouTube videos. Do you understand? Improve yourself. Let me wrong. That doesn't mean if you don't have a mentor, you will not lose money. You will lose money. It's a journey. This thing is not that you just go and make more money. Boom. Actually, most of the time, you won't learn if you don't lose money. When you lose money, you learn, and then it really helps you. But you can trade without losing money, without losing a lot of money. Right? And so let's just be quick here. We really spend a lot of time. Your account size. This one is very, 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 very important, right? To get access to a tested and proven method. And you've taken your demo trades and you're actually seeing that, see, you guys, this thing is working. See, your account size. Your account size meaning how much do you have in your trading account? How much do you have? For some of you now, maybe I teach you how to trade like that. You go and put your account with $10. Now, $10 is very little. Do you know, even when I started trading, my mentor, the person that really taught me how to trade, that time I was learning Forex, right? That's why I still like binary. At least binary, you can even start with a low amount. He one of his criteria of getting into his course was that, or getting into his mentorship, was that you were going to fund your account with at least $500 or $1,000. You understand? You could imagine how big that is. And that's why I like binary. Binary, you can, with patience, grow a small account. It's not like Forex that you actually need some sort of big amount of money and take some sort of crazy risks to be able to. So your account size. So I usually tell people, if you really want to start trading effectively, start at least with an account size of $50 for binary. $50 will get you there. If you have $50 in your account, you can take some kind of leverage, you understand? And if you are not greedy, you will not blow your account. So $50, right? If you fund your account, you see? Now, for Forex, some of you that are in Forex, you understand what I'm saying. You fund your account with a small account, $50 or $100, then you try to double it. I'll be talking about that. You see, for some of you, that's the problem, right? You want to double so you fund it with like $50 or $100, and you are trading, you understand, aggressively. You want to double it in one day. Not that it's not possible, it's really very possible. You can double it. But the problem is, I usually tell people, the faster you go, there's high probability that you will blow your account, you will lose your account. Because you just only need to make a little mistake. Your account has gone. Because speed kills, that's the truth, right? Speed kills. So you don't want to just go with a $50 or $100 account. I will teach you how to grow that account into massive amount. Okay, so like you've been saying, wow, I think my light might be affecting a few of you. Hope it's okay like this. My lightning. Okay, let's just quickly move through it so that my lightning would affect you. Okay, so we're on account size, right? And we're actually saying that your account size has a lot to do with how the success of your trading, right? Now, a few of you must have, like I said here, I say I can bet some of you when you started trading, for some of you that have taken the beginner course, right? I know you thought you were not a greedy person, you thought you were not fearful, you thought you were disciplined, and when you started making more money, you did 10%, 30% of your capital. You increased your lot size, you went for mad profit, right? But as we said, speed kills. Speed always kills. Just imagine you want to move, let's say, a distance of, for some of you that are in Ibadan or wherever you are, you want to move a very long distance. You understand? And you are going, for instance, at 200 kilometer per second. Maybe you are traveling from one state to another and you are always on 200. You see a pothole, you're on 200. What will happen? It's a matter of time you're going to have an accident, right? So speed kills, right? You want to grow your account. That's part of the things I'll be teaching you. How can you grow your account from a small amount to a million? Right? In January alone, I think I've done about $1,000. That's about 400 and something K from a small account, from $200, right? And but it's little by little. You understand? So it's little by little. So now, part of the things they understand is that trading is a business. See, you have to take trading like a business. If you are trading, you won't just take some kind of crazy risks many of you are taking. And I usually tell people, take trading as a business. If it's a business, for instance, if you have 100,000 that you put into trading, and you make 10,000 or you make 5,000 one day, is it not very good? Won't you see at least, I had a good day? So take trading like that. Don't make sure you log in any trades that is going to go into your capital. My rules for trading is never lose money. For some of you that will be part of the mentorship program, I'll really tell you some of the skills I use, you understand, that helps me. So I don't lose money now. If I don't lose now, right? Even if I lose, it's going to be very, very mega amount. In fact, one part of my strategies for winning is that I lose, but I must recover. You understand? I'll teach you some of those things, right? So that when you're trading very small amounts, you are under pressure. So many of you want to over leverage, you want to take big lot sizes, right? Not good for your trading. So if you want to start with a small account, there is a way to grow it. And it takes patience, right? You must have that patience, right? So when you want to fund it, maybe $100 or $50, and you want to make, for instance, okay, like I said here, imagine someone funds his account, maybe the $100, then the guy makes $50 in the day, man, that's 50%. Now, some people don't see that, right? They don't know that if that was 1 million, that your money has become 1.5 million. So they think that, bah, 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 bah. So the guy is actually a fantastic trader. 50% is very good. In fact, can I tell you, most firms in the world will not give you this rate per year. They will not give you 50% per year. Banks will not even give you 50% per year. Investment banks, they won't give you this rate of 50% per year. In fact, for some of you that know some of these things, mutual funds, you understand that they collect people's money, that they're regulated. Many of them give 4-5% per annum. Now, some of you make 30% in a day. Maybe you have $100 and you trade and you make $30. That's 30% of your money. Come on. You're a good trader, but because many of the times you over leverage and that's why you blow your account, right? You want to successfully and incrementally grow your account, right? That's the secret, right? Now, I remember I said I really had to add this to my slide. When one of my mentors was teaching me, he was a bank trader, I told you, when I was trading with him a couple of years ago. Now, this was our goal. Our goal was 5% a month. And that's how institutions trade, because they are trading large amount of money, 5 billion. So you could imagine 5% of 5 billion. This is how these guys trade, guys. So if you are having $100 account, your goal should be, even though this might not be our goal, you can do this. It's very easy to do this. Our goal when we're learning that time Forex, that's why for many of you, I would advise you learn binary. Binary is easier than Forex. I've tried both of them. When we're learning Forex, this was one of the goals he gave us, right? He said our goal was to make 5% per month. Then later we will increase it to 10 to 20%, right? Or sometimes you can have maybe 2% daily or 5% weekly. That was the goal. But in all these our goals, do not lose your capital. Do not lose your capital. So that was how I was really trained, right? Even though I left that later, but right after I really checked and researched on some of these institutions, see, that's how it works. So make sure that your initial money doesn't leave. So you don't take crazy risks. So by my strategy will teach you how to make 2 to at least 4% daily, right? 4% daily. That's if you're making 4% daily times 30, that's quite 70% per month. You understand? So that you don't lose your capital. You do not lose your capital. Let's say minimum, let's say if you are not really good and you don't understand it, you can make your goal to be 2% daily. At 2% daily, that will be 14% weekly. 2% daily is very easy, $2. For some of you that have traded my beginner strategy, you know, if some of you can make, you understand, you know, 20% daily is very easy, right? So, but I'll teach you how to discipline and how to make more, right? Something you can make 5 to 10% daily and not lose your capital. See, here what the main thing, do not lose your capital. See, I put it here, no, do not exceed, you understand, the amount I will give you so that you do not lose your capital. I'll show you how to not lose your capital. And in some few months, you'll be smiling to the bank. If you follow the rules, so I don't tell you, follow the rules. This game is a game of rules, right? So if you have a small account, there are some of the things you can do, determine your exit based on your daily and weekly targets. That's another thing. If you hit your target, go away. You see, some of you have a target of 10% for that day, or you have a target of 5% of your money for that day. So you make 10%, that's double of your target. But greed sets in, you continue. No, the moment you hit your target, go away, leave the market. The markets are there 247, 24/7. On Sunday, it is there. Like I said in the beginning, if you don't see the right, what do we call it? The right settings, do not trade. Do not trade. Trading is not it's not like a job. For some of you, you're on the market, you're looking at the market 247. I normally tell some of you that did my beginner trainings, you understand, and I really try to help you guys here with this part. For some of you that were going to sign up for my mentorship, right? The mindset of a trader is different. You understand? See what the rule of Warren Buffett. 2 rules that makes him billion. Warren Buffett is like the third most richest person in the world. Never lose your capital. Number 2 rule, never forget rule 1. Summary of the rule, never lose your capital. Don't out of greed lose your capital, right? Make sure that some of the, what do we call it? Some of the conditions that will be given to you will be right, and if they are right, you will trade. So you don't need to trade. Some of you just need to check it. 5 minutes, trade, you get your amount, you are gone. Go and do whatever you want to do. Don't, you're on the market 247 hours. Yes, I know there are sometimes you need to watch the market for hours. There are sometimes you just need to place a trade. After some minutes, you make some profit. You go in the evening, afternoon, you trade again. In the evening, trade again. Even if you just get $1 in the morning, $1 in the evening, $1 in the night. That's $3. That's like 3% of a $100 account. All right. If you do that for 30 days, now if you do that for 30 days, 3 times 30, right? That's about $90. $90 is about almost 40 something thousand naira. Do you understand? You understand? So please. And that's how little by little you grow your account, you grow your account. Do you understand? So even though my strategy that I'll teach you could get more than that amount. And so for some of you, I really just want to trade a few of you. For some of you that are in the beginner level, you will know I cancelled the beginner because a lot of things were coming up and I didn't want. So I want to mentor only 10 people, right? This January now, and with the new strategy I'll be giving, the price is actually 25,000 and not 20,000. 25,000. But for some of you, those guys that bought my beginner, I'm gonna give you a discount, a 10% discount. So it's going to be 15,000. 15,000 for some of you guys, right? If you want my strategy. So some of you that don't want it, the truth is you could get a lot of strategies online. Go browse it, go to YouTube. You could get a lot of strategies, right? This is just to help your mindset, right? So you could go to YouTube, get some strategies. But the problem with binary, like if some of you understand, strategies change, they reboot their system, right? So you must understand the market so that irrespective of any strategy, you understand? That's what I'll be trying to teach some of you. So it's just then I don't have capability to train a lot of people, mentor a lot of people because I have also what I'm doing. So some of you know my time is really precious to me. So just 10 people, okay, if you want to take my beginner course, you could just chat me up, right? Here's my number, right? Just shoot me a message, right? And then will be off for the program. So thank you so much for listening. Please take into cognizance everything I've said. For some of you that are still in the beginner levels, right? I believe the beginner trading strategy still works. I tried it a few days ago, right? It still works, right? But they are more advanced. So if you really want to partake of the advanced, so please, if you bought my beginner, you could just pay 15,000 here. If you've not bought it, please start from the beginner level. The beginner level is just 7,000. Right, just chat me up and then I'll hook you up. So thank you for coming. So for some of you that have been asking me for crypto, right? I've been trading crypto for a while, right? We're in the bull markets, right? Very, very profitable. So that course will be coming out soon, right? I just wanted to get some things up and running before I release that. So those will be coming out soon. So watch out for that. Thank you so much for coming and God bless you.